Today we will read the chapter 6, the Saudi Arabia, the land of hot sands. As you know, the deserts are of two types, hot desert and the cold deserts. And the Arabian desert is the hot desert, where Saudi Arabia, a country in the Middle East, is located in the Arabian desert. And because of plenty of oil reserves, it is a very healthy kingdom. As you know, it lies between the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. So it lies between the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea here, and its neighbor in the north are the Jordan, Israel. Here you can see Iraq, and here you can see Kuwait. Here this is Kuwait. So these are the neighbors in the north. If we go to the east, we have UAE, Oman, here Qatar, and nearby here Bahrain. And if you go to the southeast, you will find Yemen here, and this side you will find Sudan and Eritrea, and all this are situated. But most of the Saudi Arabia is rocky plateau with vast deserts and the hillocks of sands known as sand dunes given here, like this sand dune, and this is the flag of Saudi Arabia. Now there is shortage of fresh water because there are no rivers flow through this desert. As we go to the climate is extremely hot and dry. There are hardly any rainfall. Only occasional rainfall takes place in wide gullies known as wadis get filled up with water, and due to the extreme heat, this water evaporates quickly. The days are very hot and nights are cool. In winter, the days are warm and nights are very cold. Dust storms are quite common, as you know. They appear all of a sudden, make the sky hazy. Strong wind and dust storms shift the sand dunes from one place to another. The greatest example is on the road of Medina. If you go, you will find that sand dunes are moving from one place to another place. Vegetation, very few plant grows in the area, is dry and barren. Most of the desert plants have long roots which go deep into the earth, and there's some of the date palms, which are the trees which only grow in the region, but in some region agriculture has been done. When it rains, cactus swells up because it absorbs water and then sinks as it uses water. Aba is the hill station of the Saudi Arabia. If you go to the animal life, now desert animals can live with very little water. So snake, lizard, insects are quite common in the desert, and most of these desert animals comes out in the night to find food. As you know, camel is the most important animal, or very useful here, because it can live without food and water for many days, and that's why it is also known as the sheep of the desert. In agriculture, in some areas, farms have been made by mixing soil with sand. Seawater from which salt has been removed is used for irrigation. Wheat, barley, melon, tomatoes are grown in these farms. Cacti is the common plant, or the cactus is the common plant, and these leaves are deciduous thorn, so that evaporation of water, the transpiration cannot take very quickly, or water cannot be transpired. Date palm trees and grass grows in the oasis, and as you know, oasis is a place where underground water comes to the surface and forms a pool. So some agriculture has been done in some areas where the water is available or land is suitable for agriculture. Then the industry, because it is all related industries like petroleum, petrochemicals, iron and steel, cement and fertilizer are the main industries of Saudi Arabia. Life of the people. With the discovery of petroleum or the liquid gold, the change the lifestyle of the people. Before its discovery, most of the people were poor. Now the standard of living is very high. Cities have modern facilities like school, colleges, and common Saudi Arabia. Now you can find big buildings also here in Saudi Arabia. Now some of the people had lead a traditional life. They are known as nomads or Bedouins, who are the original inhabitants of Saudi Arabia. They move from place to place in search of grass, green pastures for goats, sheep, camels, etc. They live in tents of camel and goat skin. The lifestyle of Bedouins is also now changing. Dress, man wears a long flowing cotton robes called thobe, which is sometimes covered by a jacket or robe. To protect their head from the sun, they used a hand covering known as gutra, and women wear long robes called aba, and they cover their face with a veil. Important city is Riyadh, the capital city and the largest city, and it is a well-modern planned city with huge skyscrapers, parks, markets, hospitals, schools, etc. Jeddah, the people all over the world come from here by air and sea to go to the Makkah. The King Abdul Aziz International Airport, Jeddah is one of the largest airports in the Saudi Arabia. Makkah and Medina are the two holiest places for Muslims, where millions of Muslims come every year to Makkah and Medina for annual pilgrimage for Hajj, or sometimes thousands of people come for Umrah also every year. That's why the Jeddah airport is the busiest airport in the world. And the person who has done Hajj is known as the Hajis. Now government. Saudi Arabia, as you know, is a monarchy. The king is the head of the government. And the government used the natural resources wisely and made this hot and barren region into a rich and prosperous land. India also has a good relation with Saudi Arabia because important export of goods is done from Saudi Arabia to India, India to Saudi Arabia. Thousands of Indian doctors, engineers, teachers are working in the Saudi Arabia. Many of laborers are also working in Saudi Arabia. This is the holiest city of holy city of Makkah. So there are some words used in this. Oasis, a fertile place in the desert, cacti, thorny plant commonly used, found in deserts. Nomad, the persons belonging to a tribe which travel from place to place. Overall, if you see, the Saudi Arabia is a very, very peaceful and prosperous country where everybody wants to live and come and earn their livelihood. So this was all for Saudi Arabia today. Now in the next video, the question answer of this chapter will be coming from inside as well as from the exercise question. So like this video, comment also if you like it, and subscribe also. Thank you very much for today for the chapter, so the Saudi Arabia, the hot lands.